A large group of people from the Awami Action Committee in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir held a protest against the hefty electricity bills and high prices of natural gas on November 6th. Blaming the Pakistan government for being negligent and discriminatory, protesters demanded that the government provide electricity and natural gas at subsidized rates to the people in the region. Attacking the government, especially those sitting in Islamabad, protesters said that the common people had sent their representatives to the assembly with a lot of hope, but their leaders failed to meet their expectations. A protester said, "Do they not know how they reached the assembly? Did they reach assembly directly from the mother's lap, or did we send them to assembly? They don't care about the poor people. They are provided pick and drop facilities for their school going children from the tax money. They use government vehicles for personal work." Now, let us listen to his speech.
क्या इनको इस बात का इल्म नहीं है कि हम असेंबली में कैसे पहुंचे हैं? क्या ये माँ की गोद से डायरेक्ट असेंबली में पहुंच गए हैं? जी हम लोगों ने सिलेक्ट करके असेंबली में भेजे हैं। इनको इस गरीब अवाम का एहसास बिल्कुल नहीं है। अवाम के टैक्स के पैसे से ये लोग अपने बच्चों को स्कूलों में पिक एंड ड्रॉप देते हैं। इनके बच्चे सियासी मकामात पर घूमते हैं। इनके कोई भी काम हो सरकारी गाड़ी इस्तेमाल होती है।
Leaders from the Awami Action Committee threatened stronger protests in the near future. They even accused the government of theft, saying that the administration misused the money which was sent for the development in the region. The protesting leaders alleged that the fund was used for the construction of a new house for the Prime Minister and the President's house. A leader of the Awami Action Committee said, when people had no tents, that means the government, decided to build a new Prime Minister's house. The old building had no issue and it is still in use. The money which had come from Europe for the poor people, the new government used for the new PM house building.
कि लोगों के पास टेंट नहीं थे, उस वक्त इन्होंने प्राइम मिनिस्टर हाउस बनाने का फैसला किया। वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर हाउस जिसपे कोई दराड़ भी नहीं पड़ी थी, वो बिल्कुल सेफ था, वो आज भी इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, आज भी पुराना इस्तेमाल हो रहा है। लेकिन आप लोगों के गरीब लोगों के घरों के लिए जो पैसा यूरोप से और पूरी दुनिया से जो आया था, उससे इन्होंने अपनी जायशी के लिए एक नया प्राइम मिनिस्टर हाउस तामीर किया।
For the past several years, the people in PoK-occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan have been living a miserable life with no avenues for businesses and employment for youth. The high inflation and corruption in regions under Pakistan's illegal occupation have even made life harder for the locals. There are frequent protests in the region, but no one is listening to their woes. Protests over high electricity charges, which started in PoK-occupied Kashmir in August 3rd, had spread like a wildfire across Pakistan. In many cities and towns, the protests had taken a violent turn. There was a call for civil disobedience on social media, and video of mosque loudspeakers in PoK-occupied Kashmir urging people not to pay their bills have emerged. It is a fact that Pakistanis are reeling under back-breaking inflation, worsened by the stringent conditions imposed by the International Monetary Fund while approving a $3 billion financial assistance package. Though every corner of Pakistan is seeing protests, the complaint of the people of PoK-occupied Kashmir is that their area produces 4,000 megawatt of electricity, but they don't get any subsidy. The residents of the PoK-occupied Kashmir territory have been complaining of endemic power cuts too. According to historian Amar Ali Jan of Punjab University, Lahore, the people of Pakistan are venting out their anger over multiple crises in society through the protests over electricity bill. Caught in economic crisis and with the country seeing record high inflation, over 8 lakh Pakistanis left the country in the first 6 months of this year, creating a new record. Of them, 1 lakh were highly trained professionals, including doctors, nurses, engineers, information technology experts and accountants. Pakistan's annual inflation rate had reached an all-time high of 37.97% in May. When people in Pakistan are paying through their nose for their daily needs, some elites live a life of subsidies. The condition is worse in PoK-occupied Kashmir. And if the sufferings of people here continue, they may even wish to become a part of India, as they have been witnessing changes and developments that are happening in India's Kashmir, which is now comparatively peaceful. In September, an activist from the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, Shabir Chowdhury, voiced the concerns of the general public of the PoK-occupied Kashmir and blamed Pakistan for the huge protests which are being held across the region. In his social media post, Chowdhury stated that residents of PoK-occupied Kashmir are facing load shedding, food insecurity, high inflation and unreasonable tax imposition, among various other concerns. He added that people residing in PoK-occupied Kashmir have been asking for help from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, appealing to the leader to free them from Pakistan's illegal occupation. His post added this: Pakistan is perturbed over this, that is the people requesting Modi. But the most astonishing thing is, I got to hear the people residing near the line of control in PoK-occupied Kashmir raise these slogans. Ask Modi to get us freedom from Pakistan's illegal occupation and save our souls. We are dying of hunger. Please come here and help us out.